Welcome to the latest on C.S. Lewis, providing timely and timeless news and information on the Knowing and Understanding C.S. Lewis channel. I'm your host, William O'Flaherty. Coming up, 3 new Lewis-related books. The Lion's Country, C.S. Lewis's Theory of the Real. Not a Tame Lion, The Life, Teachings, and Legacy of C.S. Lewis. Inkling, Historian, Soldier, and Brother, A Life of Warren Hamilton Lewis. And much, much more. You can pre-order Charlie Starr's The Lion's Country, C.S. Lewis's Theory of the Real before it releases on December 6, 2022. The foreword is by Diana Glyer, known for The Company They Keep and Bandersnatch. In The Lion's Country, Starr provides a thorough examination of Lewis's view of reality and how this helps one understand his writings. The Lion's Country also challenges readers as to what constitutes the real. Also releasing December 6th and available now for pre-order is Terry Glaspie's Not a Tame Lion, The Life, Teachings, and Legacy of C.S. Lewis. This is a revised edition of a title from 1996. Glaspie is an award-winning author, and his Not a Tame Lion provides an insightful look into Lewis's life and writings. It is aimed at the everyday reader. The book consists of 50 brief chapters and is divided into 2 major parts. The typical chapter averages 4 pages. The first full biography of C.S. Lewis's brother is set to release on January 10th, 2023. Inkling, Historian, Soldier, and Brother, A Life of Warren Hamilton Lewis by Don W. King provides an insightful look at the elder Lewis, called Warnie by his friends. King reminds us Warnie wrote 7 well-respected books on 17th century French history, served in the First World War, and was a vital member of the Oxford Inklings. Here's a quick look at a few other things worth noting. Reverend Andrew Lazo begins a study of the Screwtape letters September 25th. You can join in this weekly study Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern on Facebook or YouTube. Shadowlands, the 1993 film starring Anthony Hopkins, is releasing on Blu-ray October 4th. While not considered the best portrait of Lewis, many consider Deborah Winger's Joy Davidman was spot on. Talking Beast, the Narnia podcast, from the website Narnia Web, officially begins a new season October 7th. But you can now find a special 70th anniversary look at the Voyage of the Dawn Treader they recently released. Here's a book by Lewis you may have overlooked. A Preface to Paradise Lost is obviously one of his scholarly works. It was released in 1942, the same year as the Screwtape letters, and is a revised and enlarged version of lectures from 1941. It came back into print recently, along with a Kindle and audio version becoming available for the first time. Here's a book I hope you have. The A-Z of C.S. Lewis by Colin Duryea is the best one-stop place to read concise information about Lewis's writings. The encyclopedic format also provides entries on people, places, characters, and ideas to help you learn more about him. Here's a fact about Lewis you might not have known. Lewis was a veteran of World War I. While he rarely spoke of his experiences, we do know in February 1918 he was hospitalized with pyrexia, and 2 months later he was wounded in battle in France. Finally, consider checking out these resources I have online. Recently I did an interview with Serena Higgins about her thoughts on the first 2 episodes of the Rings of Power TV show. Plans are to have another look after the first season ends. Speaking of recently, earlier this year, I released an unofficial audio commentary on The Most Reluctant Convert motion picture starring Max McLean. Finally, you can catch the authors I mentioned at the top of the show at least twice in previous podcast interviews or other special episodes on my website. I'm William O'Flaherty, author of the Misquotable C.S. Lewis and C.S. Lewis Goes to Hell, a companion and study guide to the Screwtape letters. Be sure to visit EssentialCSLewis.com to keep up on all the material I cover about Lewis, including how to find me on Twitter and the names of my various C.S. Lewis Facebook groups that I oversee. The latest on C.S. Lewis is a feature of the Knowing and Understanding C.S. Lewis YouTube channel. Let me know what you think of this episode by leaving a comment. Also, be sure to help me promote it by liking and sharing it with others. Plus, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you have news of something related to Lewis that you'd like me to consider sharing, then leave a comment or email me, info@essentialcslewis.com.